Okay, in the previous step, we learned how we can set up the AR Foundation and all the settings are related to AR Foundation in our Android project. Okay, let's see what we have. In the sample scene, by default, we have direction light and main camera. I propose to first uh, check off the shadow and select the shadow type to no and the mode of the camera to mode of the light to real time. After that, let's remove the main camera. Okay, now we should go over the game object and the XR, and in here let's add AR session. Okay, thank you. And the second part is XR origin. This is exactly what we're gonna use. Look at this. The virtual reality or the simple oriented camera in the mobile phone use X, Y, Z of the rotation, and it gets this information from the gyroscope. But we are facing with 6 stuff: X, Y, Z of rotation and X, Y, Z of location. Okay? The good point of the XR origin is it gets these the camera of device, the mobile phone, gets the rotation and position parameters and align it for main camera. The XR origin use XR origin script, and it align the mobile phone's camera position and rotation and with the main camera of itself. Okay, we want to do the same but for our game's camera. Okay, because we can't use the main camera for our game because it is related to AR, but we don't want to use AR. Let's make another camera here, and I will call it player camera. Okay, the position can be anywhere, honestly, it doesn't matter. But I select the main camera and remove the AR listener, audio listener. Yeah, I just need to go over here. Imagine that your game camera is player camera. Okay, and I want to say after we export an APK and test it on a phone, let's align the position of rotation and rotation of main camera in Unity with player camera. With this method, if we move or rotate our mobile phone, XR origin sets these changes to the main camera, and now we will say, okay, dear main camera, let's align these parameters, your parameters, with our player camera. So I made this script. I said I called it AR Cam Pos. Okay, I will add AR Cam Pos component to the main camera of XR origin. Let's go to the AR Cam Pos and see what we have here. It is truly simple, just 2 lines. Here we said public game object player, and here in the video update we will say player.transform.rotation is equal transform.rotation, and it is the same for position. Transform.position. Transform, it means the main camera itself, because we already added this component to this object. Okay, and now what we're gonna do, add the player camera to the player variable in the AR Cam Pos. Okay, and let's save. And in here we will say the player camera, by default, the main camera depth is 0. Okay. If we want to see the game from our player camera aspect, we should change the depth to, for example, 1. It has to be higher than the main camera itself. Okay. And now, honestly, we can test locally in our editor to assure everything is fine. For example, here I rotate the... Oh, no, sorry. It doesn't work. It doesn't work in editor because the main camera gets the parameters from XR Origin, and XR Origin works with mobile phone. Okay. It's not important. For our test, I wanna add a simple cube to the 0, 0, 0 exactly front of my camera. Let's put my camera to 0, 0, 0. Okay. And this cube can be here. Let me set everything to 0, 0, 0. Okay. And look at this. The cube is, as far as you know, the transform unit in Unity, especially for position, is meter. It means 1. It means 1 meter. Okay. 10. It means 10 meters. 5. It means 5 meters. Okay. So you need to assure that you put your object whenever you want to test in the real condition in your home or in your space. The distances have to be realistic. It means I can't put, for example, 50. Yes, in my phone, I will see the cube here very far from myself, but it will be 50 meters from my position, far from my position, so I can't reach that point from my current test. So I will say, okay, let's put the cube, but it can be a smaller. And remember, the scale is the meter as well. It means 1, 1, 1. It means 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter. Okay, so let's say something like this. Okay, and let's add another object for better understanding. The 0, 0, 0. Okay, and say something like this. Okay. Now let's export an APK from our project. Let's add open scenes, a sample scene into my project, into my scenes in build project. And here the build, let's export the name where we are 6dov here. Remember, after you export your APK and install it on your mobile phone, don't play your application. First, let's go to the settings and the application list. Find your application, go to the permissions, and assure that you already gave the permission to your camera, because this application needs to work with your camera, the mobile camera. So you need to give this permission to your application. After that, let's launch your application and use the camera for AR, and after that your positioning system. Okay, let's go to the mobile phone and test it in a real condition. Alright, as you can see, we are in our mobile phone, and if I walk, yeah, I forgot to change the depth of the camera.
I'm walking around these objects. Like this. I can do whatever I want around this object and even going close to them. Okay. Let's make it better. Let's go to the next step.